Okay, first, minor apology. I have no idea what I was talking about in my last video. I don't even remember making my last two or three videos, however you want to count it. I know I made a video on my Samsung Galaxy S9, then I did a video on the S5 Neo, but I don't quite remember what I said in those videos. I've been trying out pot gummies, and when I'm taking them, I don't remember what I'm doing, so I'm very forgetful when I'm taking them. So all I really remember is making the video, but I don't remember what I said in the video, the content of the video, so on and so on. But I've been off them now for a day and a half, so until I have my next one, which I'm going to split it in half and have half and half again. The first day I had them, I had a super buzz. So I took a whole gummy. I was out of it. I didn't know what was going on and what I was saying, what I was doing. Not very good comprehension on what was happening. But anyways, as you can see, here is the old Smoky, now been repowered with 19, which is more like a 24 horsepower Briggs Intech V-twin. The conversion back over to this engine. This tractor originally did have this engine, and it had a originally had a similar engine to this. I sold its engine because I had this engine, but I did not want to sell this engine because it has some cosmetic issues and has a few other issues. So this engine wasn't really a good candidate to resell. Also has issues with the crankshaft. Original pulley that was on it when this was in the Craftsman truck was seized, so I had to cut it, and the crankshaft did get nicked. So it's not really a good candidate to be resold, but it's a good candidate for me to have around for this machine right here. That's why I sold the engine out of this machine and I put this engine in. But anyways, the plow is pretty much done now. I got the winch control in. I was having a little bit of an issue. I think it was just a loose connection on the where the box connects to the actual winch. As you can see, it still has the straight pipes on it. The Vanguard exhaust, since it's a 14 horse Vanguard, is a little bit too small, the actual flanges. But at my other storage property, I should have a set of exhausts for this engine, and that will fit the Craftsman frame. So I was thinking, I have an extra set. It's got a matter of finding it. I'm pretty sure it's in one of my bins there. So whenever I went and got a few of the things from there, I forgot to grab that. So I gotta grab that exhaust, get that done, get the exhaust underneath. I gotta tie up a few wires on here, and then the hood will fit once the exhaust is done. I was originally going to try and run the exhaust back, left and right, have straight pipes going back and on the left and right on each side, but I opted not to do that. Probably take a little bit more modification, and where I am right now living, sorry about that, I don't have direct access to a hardware store, so when I go into town, I get what I need, and I only go into town once a week. So it's a bit of a pain for stuff like that, but I like it. It's so much quieter than where I was, so I'm living with that. And when I do go out and buy stuff, I buy extras. So I'm going to run a stock exhaust. I'm running a stock drive setup on here as well. It's having issues after I change the transmission anyways. So it's running stock drive, it's going to run stock exhaust. It's going to be a relatively stock machine besides the obvious modifications, car battery and the snow plow. But I'm not having any issues with this now. I was actually pushing leaves around with it. It worked out pretty good. It works really, really nice. Most likely that winch will be covered up for the summer. This machine will be probably parked up there in the summertime. But that's pretty much it. So if the keys are in it, which they should be, I'll give it a quick fire up for you, and that will be pretty much it. I'm happy to say I'm making good oil pressure, and I am charging. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep redneck like always, and pretty strong comment.